Hello everybody, welcome back to Scarlet Hollow. My name is Mavis Gaming, your friendly neighborhood veteran, and I'm so excited. I didn't even know that episode 3 came out, so I'm glad to be narrating this for you. Oh, that's my text message. But yeah, dude, I'm gonna play through this whole thing, and I've been very busy lately, just uploading videos here and there. Maybe I'm all over the place. Just let me know if I'm like just a little bit too all over the place. I just noticed something new about the house too. It seems to be more decrepit looking on the left side of the house facing it than the right side, which shows that it's more terrifying now than ever. And you can hear the beat drop on this soundtrack. I love it because it just builds that tension, you know. So let's load. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm excited. Yeah, let's start a recap. Yes, but just a recap of episode 2, just to recap it. Right, okay, so last time, so their friend is bedridden. Rosalind is that guy's daughter. If you haven't seen episode 2, I suggest you go back and watch episode 1 and 2 on my channel. If you guys want a full recap, if you guys have not seen Scarlet Hollow ever, and you're just now stumbling upon this channel, but yeah. Dr. Kelly's son is those two girls' friends, and I guess he has some sort of a terminal illness. But they haven't elaborated to it, but I have a slight suspicion it's something sad. Yeah, you know. Right, the creepy ghost dude. And Wayne's asking us. He's already dead, though. And that's Rosalind right there. She snuck into the cave to hang out with her friends. What do you mean stealth run? I got an achievement for that. Stealth run. I'm not sure where I got that from. I did the right thing, though. I believe I did the right thing by calling Tabitha. She knows. And then that's where you find the kids. Oof. The house is haunted. Oof. Why would you try to run? Just go home. Oh, wow. That's creepy. Haha. And then we escaped from the cavern, all that stuff. Okay. Oh, you can hear the whispers. Somebody told, yeah, Beckel's being a little shit. Oh, they didn't show. I didn't see that. The vision. Wake up. Sunshine filters in through the dusty windows of the estate as the dull aches of last night's activities throb in and out of focus. You manage to survive a second night in the town of Scarlet Hollow. As you pull yourself out of bed, you can feel the soot and grime of the Shaw mine still stuck to your skin. That's right, we've collapsed into it. Take a shower, please. Let's go take a shower. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. The water is hot and surprisingly enough, clean. As steam fills your lungs and soot washes down the drain, you... Let's go mystical. Every minute feels like another thread holding its town together starts to unravel. Thoughts of doom consume you. You're done here. You turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. Wash away your sins. I got an achievement for that. Time to start your day. I got a guest. There are 2 of them now. You wave down at the possums. They look up at you. Against your better judgment, you reach out to the possums, hand outstretched. Oh well, it was worth a shot. Maybe now they'll leave your dresser and return to nature where they belong. You hold your breath and approach the bedroom window. After finding that boot print in the viscera in the garden yesterday, you can't help but anticipate something staring back at you. It's the same view. You turn back to the guest room. You pull out your phone and open up your group chat with Stella and Kanika. Morning. How are you guys holding up? It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. Every time you see that doll, your heart skips a beat. It hasn't moved, right? Keen eye. No, it hasn't. Good thing. That's enough of this closet. You turn back to the guest room. You pull out your phone to text Stella. How you holding up? It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. I keep messing that up. You pull out your phone to text Kanika. How are things with Miles? It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. Head downstairs. You've done everything you wanted to up here. It's time to start your day. Who are you? You enter the kitchen to find your cousin in the midst of devouring a pint of banana chocolate chunk. She isn't alone. Frau glares at you from her usual spot on the counter as a red-headed woman busies herself trying to tidy as best she can. Tabitha's eyes dart to the corner of the room, almost as if she's ashamed of being caught in the act of stress eating ice cream for breakfast. I still have the boiled peanuts. I still have the boiled peanuts. Why do I have the boiled peanuts? Oh, why did I take the boiled peanuts? Oh my god. Hi, I'm Mavis. Good morning, I'm Janie. Just here to do my little weekly cleaning. Whatever cleaning Miss Tabitha will let me do, at least. I could have this place looking brand new, you know. Don't go making any big renovations or moving anything around. I like knowing where my stuff is. Okie dokie. It's so nice to finally meet you, Mavis. I mean, I guess I did meet you on Monday when you popped into the diner. Janie. But seeing someone somewhere and meeting them face to face are 2 completely different things, I suppose. Thanks. All I'm trying to say is that it's wonderful to finally actually meet you, and I'm so happy part of the family is here to keep Miss Tabitha with everything that's Janie. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Tabitha. Am I being too much again? Tabitha grumbles in acknowledgement. Let's offer her my boiled peanuts. You hold out your boiled peanuts as an offering to Janie. Thank you so much for the generous offer, sweetie, but I'm afraid I'll have to pass. I had a really bad experience with boiled peanuts once in the summer of, 17? Wait, let me think. 16? No, it's definitely 17. Anyway, my husband and Tulip and I were on this road trip to Blowing Rock, and Mavis, where did you even get those things? Should I stare at her in silence? Hiya, cut. Oh, are we having ice cream for breakfast? I'll have no sass from you today. There was a massive mine collapse last night that almost got my cousin killed. So I'm under a lot of stress right now, in case you hadn't put that together. And there is no we here. This stuff is way too hard to get a hold of for me to share. Tabitha takes one last spoonful of ice cream, then discards the empty container, turning to you with her trademark scowl. Let's get going. I've got an errand to run in town, and every time I've left you here alone, something terrible's wound up happening, so you're coming with me. Let's get going. Oh, yeah, okay. Yay, cousin bonding time! It'll be good to get to know each other a little better. Janie, lock up when you leave, please. And don't go rearranging anything. I'll know. As you're ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha reigns between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, Mavis, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I mean, I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. I just want to say that I'm so sorry you got caught up in that. You two did right by those kids, though. What a blessing. Everyone getting out of that situation all right. Ooh, this will be a great question to ask, but it's probably, Last night was an avoidable tragedy, but I'm afraid there's more to come. Oh dear, that just sounds dreadful. That sounds just dreadful. Have you considered stopping by the church at some point this week? My husband's the pastor, and he's been going absolutely stir-crazy since we've moved here, or with nobody really attending sermons. It'd probably do him a lot of good to talk you through your worries. Maybe. We'll see. Oh, take your time, of course. You're here all week, after all. Just know that you can stop by the church anytime. The door is always open. Ooh, let me get it. You only come in once a week, right? What do you do with the rest of your time? Oh, odd jobs mostly. Weeding gardens, cleaning houses, watching kids, that sort of thing. Enough dawdling. We're leaving. Oh man, I should have asked her. You and Tabitha walk through the doors of the estate and enter a car. The ride to town is uneventful. Your cousin unsurprisingly more focused on the road than on making conversation. Alright, we're just popping into the general store for a few minutes. After everything that's happened the past 2 days, it's nice to just go on an errand. Exactly. You and Tabitha turn as the door to the general store bursts open. A flustered Kanika exits, shouting behind her. Fine, okay, keep coddling him. Keep letting him get away with the stuff you never would have let me so much as think about. I'm sick of carrying this family. Kanika storms off. The door is slowly drifting shut behind her. Ugh. Other people and their drama. If more people kept things to themselves, they'd be a lot happier. What are you burying? A lot of things. I'm burying Pearly Ann this coming Sunday. For instance, that damn smile. I got an achievement, that damn smile. If I were to seriously answer your question, I wouldn't actually be burying those things anymore, would I? We're burning daylight. Come on already. The bells of the general store chime as you cross the threshold. The smells of old wood and steamy herbal tea flood your senses, making you feel instantly at home. Good morning, you two. Hope you're doing well after last night's activities. Morning. Is the new blend ready? Of course. Mavis, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will just be a minute. Is Kanika okay? Of course. She just needs time to cool down. Emotions are a little high considering everything that happened yesterday. She'll settle down soon enough. I'm just glad both of my little ones made it out okay. Sybil motions for Tabitha to follow, and they both disappear into the tea room, closing the door behind him with a tinkling of bells. You walk up to the door of the tea room to listen in. Subtle. I know it took a little longer than you hoped, but this was fairly short notice. Sybil pauses, and a moment later, you hear footsteps move to the far end of the tea room. She and Tabitha resume their discussions. Their voices hushed. You can only make out bits and pieces of what they're saying. Is there... Yes, make sure this is all. Not inside. Outside then. Don't assume you know. I know what I know. Your listening session is halted as the tinkling of bells announce another patron.
Excuse me. Wait, you're Mavis, aren't you? My name is Bo. I'm Duke's boy. It's a pleasure to meet you. The policeman told me you saw what happened to my daddy.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty. Sorry, Bo.
Thank you. I appreciate you being honest with me. The policeman said he might just be out hunting somewhere, but me and my mama both know he ain't coming back. Mama's pretty broken up about it. I'm trying to hold it together since I'm the man of the house now, but it ain't easy. Me and him were supposed to bring Big Betty to the state fair this week, but now he's gone, and as of this morning, so is she. So I suppose if I'm not going to the fair, I may as well make myself useful and get out in the woods to look for what's left of my daddy. You was there, right? Could you tell me where to look so I can try and find him?
It's dangerous up there. I wouldn't go poking around.
I ain't a stranger to what these hills have to offer. Daddy always said I wouldn't have nothing to fear so long as I learned how to use my fist. So he taught me how to do all that. Those woods might still get scary sometimes, but I reckon there's no better way to show my daddy I've learned those lessons than to go out there and find them.
Is Big Betty one of your chickens?
Nah, she ain't a chicken. Big Betty is our prize pumpkin. She was a big lady too. I'd expect she was at least 2,000 pounds.
Not too easy to move something like that. Wait. How should I make him sound? Could be she rolled off down the hill, but I can't be looking for her just yet with everything else going on. That'd work. That voice would work. I apologize. Your dad was killed by ditchlings. They're monsters that show up when something bad is going to happen. And they're the things that have been stealing your chickens. I ain't never heard of a ditchling before, but whatever they are, they won't stop me from trying to find them. Have you seen anything strange on the farm the past couple of days? Not really, no. But I've been awful busy with everything that's still been happening. Them chickens keep disappearing, though. What do I do? Do I tell him about his dad? He deserves to know, but I hope this is not a bad way to tell him, because I don't want him getting caught up in some crazy shit. I shit you not. Like, I could send this dude to his death, and then maybe another guy down the line. But if he goes, he looks like he can handle himself, and he looks like he can make it out of there alive. You see what I'm saying? He's a pretty big dude, but those ditchlings are probably a little bit stronger than he is. Because supernatural creatures that can leap from tree to tree and track you down in minutes is something terrifying. Oh, that's North Carolina. Fuck. He died on the northeast edge of town off the Asgina Trail. Thank you, Mavis. I appreciate you trying to help us out. I don't rest easy knowing he's out there somewhere and all by his lonesome. And please tell Miss Scarlet I'm sorry about her mama. Tabitha and Sybil are still in the tea room. Your phone buzzes. Oh my god, they overslept. Oh yeah, still gotta make myself breakfast, meet at the library after and figure out a plan. And then it buzzes again. Hey again, LOL, if you want to come over for breakfast, would honestly love to hang out. And then it buzzes yet again. Somebody was busy this morning. Oh, hey again. If you want to hang out before the library thing, I'm parked in the abandoned lot by the gas station. It's hard to miss. You have plenty of time before dinner at Reese's house. Let's check on our girl Stella. We left our sister. It doesn't take long to make your way to Stella's house. You take a deep breath and yell at the top of your lungs. Hi, Stella! Your shot is immediately met by the sound of an excited Gretchen behind the door. Keen eye. You can barely make out the slow and quiet shuffling of feet over Gretchen's excitement. An exhausted Stella groggily stares at you from her doorway. Hey, sorry I'm a bit of a mess. I guess I slept in a lot. Give me a minute to finish getting dressed and I can make us some breakfast. Stella talks from the other room as she changes. What are you feeling for breakfast? Pancakes, eggs, and biscuits? Maybe just a classic scramble? I also have toaster waffles if that's more your speed. What am I? Offering biscuits after I had one of Weenie's? Someone's got a secret family recipe, huh? Maybe. I never said they'd be as good as Winnie's, but I've certainly got a trick or two up my sleeve. Alright, then let's see what you've got. Biscuits it is. Excellent. You won't be disappointed. We can even make them together. What? Ah, that nice outfit. Alright, let's get started. That is a cute jumpsuit. That's a cute jumpsuit. Aw, thanks. I kind of picked it out just for you. What? This used to be my lucky getup from back when I did ghost hunting videos. Though I guess you might call it unlucky since I've never actually seen a ghost. But hey, after the past couple of nights, maybe we could use a bit of bad luck. The kind of bad luck where we don't find anything, of course. Don't want to jinx us. Should we start on food? I'm starving. Let's get started! Biscuits from scratch seem to intimidate a lot of people, but once you get it down, they're super quick and easy. How about you mix the butter into the dry ingredients while I get everything else ready? She hands you a bowl. You gotta get in there with your hands. Just squish the butter into the flour until all the big chunks are gone. Ah! What if I mess up? There are always toaster waffles, but I'd have faith in yourself. Besides, making breakfast together isn't really about the final product. It's about the bonding. Though I do hope it turns out okay. I've got quite a hankering for biscuits. Squish that mix. You get to work and start kneading the mix. I'll get started on the gravy while you're at it. Anyway, seems like you got an earlier start than I did today. Anything interesting happened while I was asleep? Did Tabby give you a hard time? I met Bo at the general store this morning. That poor guy. How's he doing? The cops still haven't found Duke's body. He says he wants to look himself. Gosh, that sounds dangerous. I hope he stays safe. Tabitha was planning on babysitting me all day, but I gave her the slip. I'm glad you're here. It's been really nice spending time with you, even if a lot of it has been the two of us running in terror from the monster of the day. Not a whole lot has happened. No, not a lot of, blah, 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 blah. Not a whole lot has really happened other than that. Well, no news is probably good news, right? Are you pumped for ghost hunting tonight? I'm going to be freaking terrified. After everything we've been through, I'm pretty nervous. What if it's as bad as the last couple of nights have been? I gotta be honest, yeah. Yeah, it's super terrifying. I think ghosts are usually pretty harmless. As long as you're not adventuring in an abandoned mine. I don't see how even a legit haunting could be anywhere near as bad as everything that happened to us yesterday or the day before. I think we're in for a chill evening. I feel like you're kind of ignoring my reservations, and you've sort of been doing that with a lot of people. What do you mean? How do I... Oh, no. Return. Huh. When we heard that knocking last night, you wanted us to go after it. You're right. I'm sorry. I could have gotten us all killed. I guess I sometimes get lost in the moment. No, I know that's something I do. I know that's probably part of the reason I film most of my videos by myself. I'll try and do better, but that doesn't change the fact that Oscar needs our help. Or that something terrible will happen to my home if we don't get to the bottom of things. Are we good? Yeah. Thanks for understanding. Of course. You're important to me, and I don't want to mess things up with you. How's the squishing coming along? Messy, but good, I think? Stella reaches over and takes the bowl from you. Looks perfect. Now I just have to add the wet stuff and we're in business. Don't worry, I'll do the whole roll out and fold part. I know that might be intimidating. You wash your hands as Stella adds her milk concoction to the flour mixture, stirring a few times before turning to the counter for the final steps. Our little babies are ready to go in the oven. And if you don't mind, I'm going to make an egg for myself while we wait. I want an egg? Yes! Actually, can I have an egg too? Of course, the more the merrier. Hope you like over easy. Yes. Stella cracks an egg into a fresh pan and gets back to work on the stove. Thanks for coming over, by the way. It gets lonely here sometimes. I know she's mean, but Tabitha obviously still cares about you. I know. She's distant and kind of terse, but that's just her way of joshing with me. Like the whole band from the Mayan thing. She's so funny. She should just talk to you. Oh man. I know. I wish she would. But she's cut herself off from the rest of the world. The best I can do is be there for her in case she ever changes her mind. It seems like you and Tabitha used to be a lot closer. What happened? Alright, I'll spill the beans. I suppose you could say we kind of dated. Whoop! It was never really official, and she might tell it a little differently, but as far as I'm concerned, that was my first relationship. Not that she's my type or anything, honestly, that's a lot closer to you. What was it like? What was it like dating her? She's hilarious. But I don't know, it's hard to explain what draws you to somebody. I like the challenge of breaking down all those walls she built up around herself. It was kind of like taming a wild animal, you know? But it's all just kind of stopped after high school. I guess we didn't see each other every day, and she was always busy at the mine, so there wasn't much of a chance to hang out anymore. I wish we could have stayed friends, like actual friends. I could have used someone like her after the big accident. Kanika was at school already, Reese was sick, and Tabitha wouldn't even return my calls. It was well, it's ancient history. Can't change the past. What happened to your parents? Stella tenses. Car crash. They were taking me to college. I didn't wind up going to college. Not much more to be said. Did you ever try to go back to school after that? Stella stares down at the breakfast food, sizzling away in the pan. No, didn't have to. I inherited this house, so I didn't need to worry about where to live. And why leave town? I know everyone here. I don't know anybody out there. Except you now. Oh. I'm so sorry, Stella. It's okay. It happened. Nothing I can do about that. Can we talk about something else, though? It means a lot more to me that you care. I really don't like talking about this. You and Kanika seem really close. Yeah, it's nice that she's back in town, but I wish it were under better circumstances. She's so busy with the store too. I don't know how she does it. It's been nice hanging out with her more the past couple of days. Though again, better circumstances would be nice. So, we're actually going to meet Reese today, right? Heck yeah, we are! If Dr. Kelly tries to turn us away again, we can just sneak in. Nothing will stand in the way of us in friendship. I can pick that one. I really don't like his mom. What's he like? I'm not about to ruin a cool and mysterious introduction by telling you. I think you'll like him, though. Are you sure he's real? At the very least, he was real for most of his childhood. And if he's a ghost now, that's even better. He can tell us what being a ghost is like. His mom's got it rough. Yeah, I can't imagine being in her shoes. Her whole life is taking care of him at this point, you know? Do you think he's contagious? Nah, whatever. He's stick with what got. Whatever he's sick with has just got to be a Reese thing. His mom isn't sick. And I've seen him a couple times in as many years, and I'm totally fine. Do you ever hang out with Avery? Oh, that's a good question. I guess I just don't know them very well. I grew up with Reese and Kanika and Tabby. Even you don't seem like a stranger with tongue twisters. What with who you're related to? Avery moved here a few years ago, kind of close on the heels of all the stuff with the accident. So I guess I wasn't really in the right headspace for making new friends. I do go to their parties, but now that you mention it, it is weird that I haven't thought to try and hang out with him outside of that. I should text him sometime. Do you think you'll always live here? Have you ever thought of moving away? It's hard to say. This house means a lot to me. This town means a lot to me, and I haven't had to think about where to live or where to go. But I guess I could see myself leaving for the right reasons. Or for the right person. Ooh. You quietly wait for breakfast to finish. I don't rush nobody's cooking. If I know it's gonna be good, I'm gonna keep quiet. It isn't long before a timer goes off and Stella excitedly pops open the oven, pulling out a tray of delectable biscuits. Looks like we're all done. Why are you looking at me like that? Sus puppy. And with that, breakfast is served.
Ooh, look at that breakfast.
Oh yeah, that's a fresh biscuit, alright. Still not as good as the diners, but if I could capture that kind of perfection, there would be no mountains left for me to conquer. Better to have the thrill of a challenge. I'm so glad you came over today. I've been having a little bit of a hard time sleeping the past couple of nights. I'm sure you can relate. I think I needed a nice slow morning like this, just hanging out with you. As you and Stella start to dig in, you're interrupted by a phone alarm sounding off. Oh shoot, I almost forgot. It's Mayor Jimmy Day. On top of being a great show, it's probably a good excuse to meet it with Oscar and start talking ghost. Gretchen barks at the mention of Mayor Jimmy. Oh good, we can warn him of the coming danger. I don't think he'll be very receptive. It'll be a blast though. Let's scarf this down and head on over. I'm sure to bring some biscuits for the mayor. We already ate though. You and Stella make your way to the library. It's busier than usual. A small crowd has already formed in the corner of the main foyer. Now we're just waiting on Kanika. Hey, the gang's all together. Hey. Yes, the whole gang's here. I've been waiting to introduce Mavis to the mayor for like the entire time I've known him. It'll be worth it. Trust us. All right, shall we? Oh God. He's a dog. Kenai, not only is this mayor a dog, but judging from the series of portraits lining the walls, every mayor of Scarlet Hollow has also been a dog. You can tell this dog is a mayor from his little sash and fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. And unless you're mistaken, the mysterious man by his side is Deputy Franklin, one of the policemen you spoke to following your encounter in the woods on Monday. The mayor's little nose starts twitching as you approach. His doggy eyes shine with a curious intensity. He knows you have something. You hold out your now slightly rancid bag of boiled peanuts. The mayor's nose twitches eagerly at the strong odor, and then he's on them in a flash, ripping through the plastic and devouring the soft-shelled legumes. Drop it, sir. Drop it. His security detail tries to tear him away, but it's too late. The peanuts are already eaten. Oh hey. Oh hey, you finally got rid of those things. Thank you! I'm tired of offering these goddamn peanuts! Thank God. You better hope those nuts settle well.
If the mayor gets any tummy trouble after eating your disgusting pocket peanuts, there'll be hell to pay.
He holds out his paw as if to shake your hand. It's lovely to meet you, Mr. Mayor. You reach forward to take the mayor's little paw in your hand, but his burly security detail stops you.
No paw shaking. Only head pats and ear scratches allowed.
I'm so glad no one ruined the surprise. This town has had a dog as mayor since the early 1900s. That's just how we do things around here for some reason. That's the best part of living in Scarlet Hollow, besides the nature. And all my friends and Winnie's Biscuits. Oh, and those close-knit small-town community. Oh, and the close-knit small-town community, of course, God. But having a dog mayor is a close fifth. No contest. Gretchen squirms in Stella's arms, straining to get at Mayor Jimmy. Hey, whoa, Gretchen, calm down, old girl. You're gonna pull a muscle.
Miss Richmond, I'm gonna have to ask you and your dog to step away from the mayor.
I should have known better. These two have never been able to get along. Stella walks off, struggling to hold Gretchen back. Kinika is quick to follow. Here's a dog. Fuck. Fuck, that's just fucking wonderful. Ooh, what the hell? I didn't notice that before. Huh. Oh. Looks like the dude went mad. And they had to carry him out of the mine. Ooh. Would that be the manor? Ooh. Looks like everyone else is already talking to Oscar in the next room. Before you can catch up to your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. Mystical. It's hard to put a finger on it, but something compels you to dislike this man. Sounds like old Gretchen and the mayor may have unresolved issues, wouldn't you say? I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Mavis? Everyone's been buzzing about you. I'm so sorry about your aunt, but I'm sure she's in a better place now.
Back off, preacher man. I ain't buying what you're selling.
Let's not kid ourselves. We both know Pearly Ann's in hell. I doubt Pearly Ann's in a better place. It sounds like she was awful. Oh, I'm sure she wasn't that bad. Most people are good deep down inside. It's best not to speak ill of the dead. Janie mentioned you this morning. That woman is the light of my life. I'm so glad she's there to help your cousin through this rough patch. I should go. It was nice meeting you, though. Of course. And if you find yourself in need of counseling or spiritual guidance, you know where to find me. That sounds lovely. Thank you. Really? Oh, that's great. Sorry. I just don't usually get positive responses when I ask folks if they want to come up to the church. Any time that works for you, just swing by. I'm sure I'll be around. It was lovely to meet you and have a blessed day, Mavis. The pastor leaves you be and joins the line to see the mayor. Nothing to do now but catch up with your companions. You find the Mari talking to Oscar deep into the library. Are you sure we can't just get it over with while the sun is up? I don't know if I can handle getting scared shitless in the dark 2 nights in a row. Why did that sound like?
I wish we could, but especially since I'm not particularly excited about going back in there after dark either, but I'm pretty sure it only comes out when the sun goes down.
Yeah, there's no way I'm going in until the spirit is at full power. I want to be sure we get the best evidence possible. This could be my one shot to get a real proof of ghost. I'm not going to waste it just because I'm impatient. Y'all are going to be the death of me.
I just hope it's possible to get rid of this thing. This is a pretty serious ghost infestation. Is that what you'd call something like this?
I believe it's called a haunting, but ghost infestation also sounds good. Look, I suppose we're the ghost hunters, so we can call it whatever we want. Anyways, I'll bring all the ghost hunting supplies anyone could ever need, so we should be set on preparations. The only thing y'all need to bring is an open mind. We have the power of friendship on our side. Heck yeah, we do. If anime has taught me anything, it's that the power of friendship is unstoppable.
That's a lovely sentiment. I'm sure Rosalina will at least be glad to know you all did your best to help her.
Well, if we're not doing the hunt now, I guess we should head over to Reese's. Absolutely. Come on, maybe it's time to go bother our friend.
I'm gonna get back to it. See y'all tonight.
Time to go. So I finally met Pastor Daniel. It was only a matter of time until he tried to pull you aside about grief counseling. When my dad died, I had to ban him from the general store for a week. He wouldn't stop leaving those little pamphlets at the checkout. I don't know where he finds so many. Y'all are right. His vibes are bad. That's what I'm like. Glad you feel the same way. There's just something about the way he's always smiling. It's so creepy. The man was grinning through all my dad's funeral. I'll never forget that. And I don't mean that in a stigmatizing mental illness kind of way. There's just this little siren that goes off every time I see him that tells me to get away from him. That's exactly how I would describe it too. The whole town feels the same way. Not that I think about it. Now that I think about it, he must be pretty lonely. He can look for friends somewhere else. I wonder if the pastor's curse. I felt something odd when he came up to me, and the way everyone dislikes him seems excessive. Unnaturally excessive. I know this is weird coming from me, but not everything in town has to be spooky for supernatural reasons. Sometimes people just give off bad vibes. Oh, little puppy. Agreed. We are allowed to dislike him even though he hasn't done anything wrong. Fuck! That's fucked up. Okay. That we know of. Do you mind if I invite Tabitha ghost hunting? Please don't. Oh my god, yes! Can you imagine how much fun that would be if she actually shows? Stella, come on! I know you think you have some sort of bond with her, but she's awful! She isn't even nice to you! You just haven't given her a chance. Maybe if she comes along tonight, the two of you will finally get along. No. I'm inviting her. Kinika sighs as you shoot your cousin a text and invite her to the evening's ghost hunt. Alright, you invited her. Let's not get into it. If we're lucky, she'll be too busy at the mines to even show. Aw, don't say that, Neeks. If we're lucky, we'll have another opportunity to forge a bond of friendship between the two of you. What about inviting Avery? Oh, yeah, totally. I don't know why I hadn't thought of that. I'm sure they get a hoot out of it. Yeah, I can't say I mind having a comic presence with us tonight. We won't be much help to Oscar if we start jumping at our own shadows. Cool. I'll text them on the way over to Reese's. Head to Reese's. All right, shall we head out? Yes! Let's head out. Let's do some ghost hunting. The three of you leave the library for an early dinner at Reese's. Oh my god. You once again find yourself in front of Reese's house. A cold hesitation grips you as the building looms over the treetop. Though it's only early afternoon, it feels much later. The sun already sinking behind the tall mountains that surround Scarlet Hollow. We're a little early. What if Dr. Kelly yells at us? There's no such thing as early when you're hanging out with friends. That's just extra time you get to spend together. Okay, but what if she yells at us? It's too late. The door swings open. Hey. Reese! Oh my god, dude, it's been ages. You must be Mavis, right? I heard a lot about you. Stella's been relentless about making sure I got all the Mavis updates. Gretchen starts yelping at Reese, straining against Stella's grip as she tries to get between them. Are they here already? I knew you'd show up early, Stella. And you brought the dog. Great. Yeah, I thought she might cheer Reese up. I don't know what's gotten into her all of a sudden. The dog stays outside. But it's okay, Stella. You can let her chill in my van for a bit. I'll run the AC and leave her some treats. You know, I always have some of those easy chew dog jerky stashed away. But we go everywhere together. Do you want to come in or not? Kanika nervously tugs Stella away towards her van. Well, what about you, Mavis? Are you coming in? Oh, sure. You follow Reese and Dr. Kelly inside. Stella and Kanika aren't far behind you. The house feels cold. Not only is there an odd chill in the air, but the building itself feels too sterile. Uncomfortably tidy to the point where you're nervous to touch anything. If it weren't for the aroma of store-bought dinner rolls baking in the oven and the unsettling artwork hanging on the walls, you'd be half convinced you'd wandered into a real estate showing. So how can I lend a hand? By sitting down at the table and not putting around in my kitchen. I made sure everything was done well in advance, so the only thing left are the dinner rolls, which shouldn't be long. Then we can have a quick dinner and you can leave my house and go on about your business. But I was kind of hoping to see Reese's new art. You still have time now, right? You aren't seriously considering subjecting your friends to your disaster of a room, are you? It's not that bad. You can still see the floor. Dr. Kelly raises a single questioning eyebrow. I don't mind a little mess. Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Yes, okay, fine. As long as you stay out of the kitchen, I don't care what you get up to. Cool. We'll just be downstairs. You won't even know we're here. You make your way towards the basement stairs. I messed that up. Oh, fuck me. Oh my god. Nice. The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all his time confined to his studio. Discarded canvases line its edges while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out at their creator. Your mom is so scary. She can be a little tense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourselves uncomfortable. You will have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately, haven't been cleaning much. Your mom really looks out for you. That's one way to look at it, I guess. It's possible she's gotten a bit of an edge lately. I think my condition has been stressing her out a lot. It used to be something she thought she could fix, but I think she's kind of accepted that it's just something we have to manage. But even if she is a little harsh, she means well. It's like you said, she's just looking out for me. Though I guess I have to wonder if isolating you from your friends is really looking out for you. I don't think. Does she do that? She did turn us away yesterday. You came by yesterday? She didn't even tell me. I was probably just asleep. She must have forgotten to mention it. I don't know if I would call that isolating. She didn't want to wake me up. I don't think that's her being controlling or anything. Not to cast any doubt on that, but she did say I couldn't bring you any food. She knows that's how I show my friends how much I appreciate them. She knows I can work around all kinds of allergies and intolerances. Not gonna lie, it felt weird. I don't know, my body's pretty particular when it comes to food. She just prefers to have full control over what I eat, so... okay. Maybe that does sound controlling. But it's for a good reason. If I eat the wrong thing, it could lead to a lot of misery for me, so she has to regulate my food. So, has Stella told you about everything that's happened the past couple of days? Oh, she told me all about what you guys have found out there. I wish I could see some of it myself, but you know. He gestures in futility towards the walls of the basement. Are you sure you just can't sneak out one of these nights? The doc isn't keeping me prisoner here, Stella. I'm sick, you know that. I have a bad feeling he's not sick. I'm sorry, man, I didn't mean to. There's nothing to apologize for, and I appreciate the effort. Really, I do. There's just nothing you can really rescue me from. That die's already been cast. But we were talking about the past couple of days, weren't we? Do you have any thoughts on the ditchlings we've been seeing? Yeah, they've been coming up to my window at night. Oh! Wait, really? Is that why you texted me that it looked like something out of your nightmares? Yeah, I thought I was hallucinating. I hadn't put it together that we might have been seeing the same thing until just now. I've been sketching them, actually. Tell me what you think. He pulls out a sketchbook from one of the piles in his room. Okay, that's exactly what I saw on my way home last night. What does it mean that they've been lurking around here, though? I don't know, but I like the company. They're kind of beautiful in a sad way, if you ask me. Agree to disagree with you there. Those things are going to be stuck in my nightmares until the day I die. Do you think the town is doomed? I think everything is probably doomed at some point, but I guess that's answering a different question. Do I think the town of Scarlet Hollow is on the brink of collapse? Probably not. But it's not like I have a lot of perspective on what it's like out there. They could be riding on Main Street, and if Stella or Doc didn't tell me, I just wouldn't know. I would totally tell you if there was a riot. Would Dr. Kelly tell you, though? I mean, yeah, I'd hope so. But the point I'm trying to make is that other people are my eyes out there. What do you think of my cousin? She was always so distant and mean. I probably would have thought she had it out for me personally if she wasn't like that towards everyone. Or if I thought she even knew my name. But people change. Maybe she's nicer now. She's still terrible. You guys just never took the chance to get to know. You guys just never took the chance to get to know her. She's actually really funny and sweet. I'll pass. Thanks. What do you think? What do you think's going on with Wayne? Who? You know, that guy who's been following Mavis around, being all ominous. Oh yeah, that slasher creep. I appreciate the classic Jason vibe he has going on. Here's hoping it doesn't live up to the look, for all our sakes. What are you sick with? Sorry, Reese. Mavis is pretty direct. We don't have to talk about your illness, Reese. That's okay. I'll come to terms with the way the rest of my life is going to be. Haha, you're so mockable, Reese. You make it sound like you've been sentenced to death. Oh, that's why they've been hanging out at his place. Ooh. You haven't, right? Not exactly. No one really knows what's wrong with me, but it's been getting worse. I can barely keep most food down. My skin always itches like there are worms crawling underneath it. I could live for a long time or a short time. No one's sure. But I'm definitely not going to get better. Whatever time I have left is going to be miserable. So I've done my mourning. My best years are behind me. My future is unknowable, but one day I'll wind up in a pine box just like everyone else. And I'm okay with that. Dang, Reese, I may be goth. That's some real nihilistic shit. Facts. We'll make sure to come by more often from here on out. Friendship heals all wounds, right? Thanks, guys, but you really shouldn't worry about me. I have my art. I'm doing fine, really. Surely there must be something the doctors can do for you, even if it's just helping you deal with the symptoms. The doc upstairs had consulted with a lot of specialists. I've tried a lot of medications. Sure, some have been able to alleviate symptoms, but they always come with their own fun side effects. It wound up being a question of picking which set of discomforts I want to deal with. I settled on constant nausea and vomiting and a persistent itch I can't scratch. It's manageable. As long as I can still paint, I don't care. And hey, it isn't all bad. Some of it's just weird. Like this. What the fuck, dude? Are you becoming one of those things? Oh! Reese pulls on the skin of his arm. It stretches unnaturally. Oh! Hyperelasticity. Kinda cool, right? No! Whoa! Does that not hurt? Nope, it feels fine. Like I said, it gets itchy under the skin sometimes, but I don't know if that's the elasticity, the medicine, or some other part of my condition. Your art. Mystical. Each piece exudes a sickening miasma. It's like you can feel something squirming behind the paint, the brushstrokes acting as steel bars, trapping some anguished being within. I feel the emotion you put into these. They're writhing just behind the paint, radiating pain and anguish. I know what you mean. I feel it too. When I'm working on them, it's like I'm channeling whatever's plaguing me into the paint. And when they're done, I feel like I've been emptied out and all the vile things inside of me have been sealed away in the canvas. That's why I make so many of them. Sometimes when I return to a piece, it's almost like I'm offering an invitation for those feelings to slither back under my skin. There are some pieces I can't even look at. I hide them until I forget they exist. I'd rather not let those particular feelings back in. Sounds like therapy? That seems healthy. Probably. Yeah, art therapy. Sounds like it does you good. Being empty must be better than being full of bad thoughts, right? I think so. It works for me, at least. That's quite a movie collection you got. You got any Rex? Let me think. Oh, have you heard of Shino-Chi, Death Blood? I saw that for the first time recently and it blew me away. Excellent example of both Japanese horror and found footage done right. We could even put it on after dinner if you guys are interested. Dang. I would usually be down for that, but we got to head over to Oscar's after this. We promised we would ghostbust his place. He's apparently been dealing with a bad haunting. And I feel like we should really be there for him tonight considering everything that's happened. He and Rosalina both need our support right now. Oh my god, he's so sad about it. I'll take a rain check on that movie though. Yeah, we'll definitely come by for a movie night this week. I'm free tomorrow night, same goes for Mavis. I should probably work tomorrow, but I can close up early. So you three go way back, huh? Almost to the womb! The school there is a tiny K-12. Not exactly a one-room schoolhouse, but not far from it. We're lucky we all got along as much as we did. Some kids weren't able to make any friends their own age. They just happened to be born around the same time as some real jerks and were stuck with them through their whole school career. Poor kids. Not that we were free from dealing with jerks, like a certain Scarlet I could name. Okay, she was a little rough around the edges, but she was pretty friendly when you got past that. Maybe to you, the way she used to look at me, you'd think I rolled in something foul every morning before school. Same here, though to be fair, the feeling was more mutual between us. She deserved it though. If you need someone to pose for your paintings this week, that would be incredible, though I should warn you, I work odd hours. I don't usually pick up a brush until late at night. But if that's not a deal breaker, it would be great to use a model other than myself and to have some company. Maybe we could all come. Wouldn't that be fun? Want to come ghost hunting with us tonight? Oh wow, do you think you'd be down for that? We'd love to have you. Yeah, it'd be great to have you along. That would be so amazing. But I haven't had the best luck leaving the house lately. Even just walking to town is enough to put me in bed for a week. It sucks. And make sure you bring your camera, Stella. I want to see everything that happens. Reese's mom shouts from the kitchen. Dinner's on the table! Guess that's it for catching up. Make sure you all wash your hands with soap. I don't want anyone sharing their germs at the dinner table. Blah, 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 blah. Sure thing, Doc. Yes, ma'am. Really? Oh my god. Oh god, something's happening. What the fuck? Eh. You make your way towards the sink, but are stopped in your tracks by the pull of an odd door at the end of the hallway. It feels out of place, like you accidentally wandered into a hospital waiting room. But more than that, you feel something radiating out from behind it. Something dark and cold. Mystical. You felt this before. In the dusty tunnels you so narrowly escaped last night. An oppressive hum, like a muted scream heard through layers of rock, trying to draw you towards it. You feel lightheaded. You're compelled to approach the door, drawn in as if hypnotized. Oh my god! Just open it. Open the door. Before you know it, the doorknob is turning in your hand. Your heart full of both deep and deep dread and a compulsive need to know what might be on the other side. What do you think you're doing? Well? A dark presence lies beyond this door. Can't you feel it calling out? That's called a draft, and there's nothing dark about it. It's just cold air. Now stop being weird and wash your hands already. Everyone's waiting on you. Return to the door. You won't let her interrupt you. You need to know what's behind the door. Oh, no, you don't. Come on, wash your hands, sit down. She grabs you by the shoulder, yanking you away. You do as she says, cleaning up under her watchful eyes and allowing yourself to be ushered back to the table and away from the door. She's staring at you very hard. Dinner is already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kinika anxiously picks at her food. Stella is nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. She sits opposite you at the far head of... She sits opposite you at the far head of the table, her features silhouetted against the light of the setting sun in the window behind her. Pills. She slides a few tablets toward Reese. He obediently swallows them. Dude, I think she's drugging him. The pills are fucking him up. This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. Is the pasta sauce homemade? No, it's from a jar. I work too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. Well, you have an excellent taste in brands. And if you ever want any tips on easy home-cooked pasta sauces, you know I... No thanks, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. Thanks again for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. You didn't tell me they came by yesterday. You were asleep. I didn't want them to wake you up. But you could have told me. Why? They were coming over today anyway. I would just rather know these things. Noted. I'm going to be the worst, dude. I had the suspicion, but do I put this? Do I say this? Oh my god! What do I say? What do I say? Oh my god! I could be the worst human being of all time. What do I say? Oh my god! Oh my god, what are the other options? Small talk, explore the danger. I'm gonna go for it. You know, I think I saw a video online about a family like yours. Turns out the mom had been poisoning her kid for 18 years. Their dinner table goes quiet. Oh yeah, I think I saw that one too. Wild stuff. Is that so? The silence returns. Seconds feel drawn out like minutes. Keen eye. Dr. Kelly's eyes briefly, nervously glance towards her son before flitting back to a position of annoyance. You can't help but feel like what you saw went beyond compassionate word to be genuine fear. Have the police contacted you about Duke's body yet? Last I heard, they still haven't found it. Body? I was under the impression he went missing. He was just missing. No, Duke, he definitely died. I saw the footage. And I saw it for myself in person. So did Mavis. He's not missing. How the hell did that happen? Stella said it was those things in the woods. The ditchlings. They made him misfire. Ditchlings? Oh, I see. This was for one of your videos, huh? Reese, you should know better than to lend any credence to Stella's little cryptozoology stories. I don't doubt that something happened to him, but I'm sure there was no little ghouls involved. I've seen them, Mom. Outside my windows at night. They're real. You don't have to talk to me like I'm a kid. I might be sick, but I'm still capable of reason, okay? Are you sure they aren't just raccoons or... Stop doubting everything I say. Stop trying to rewrite things I tell you to fit what you think should be true. There's weird shit going down in Scarlet Hollow. The tension at the dinner table reaches a breaking point. Alright, that's enough. Dr. Kelly is interrupted by Reese before she can finish her thought. So, we were talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week while Mavis is still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever going to change. I'm sick every day. I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask permission from my mom just to have friends over. Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix... Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Damn it! I knew it. I knew this would be too much. Oh, shit. Everyone get out of my house. Please, just leave us alone. Stop trying to interfere with his life. All it does is hurt him more. But we can't just leave him like this. Now is when he needs friends the most. No. Now is when he needs me the most. I'm his doctor and his mother. I know you care about him. I know that, and he knows it too. But all any of you would do is get in the way. So just leave. Please. Don't think we don't know something is up here. Yeah. I don't care what you think. I just want you out so I can take care of my son. The three of you are rushed to the door. We'll be back, Reese. I hope you feel better soon. Jesus. Dr. Kelly shuts the door in your faces. The click of the lock signals the end of your dinner at Reese's. Do you really think Reese's mom is poisoning him? If she is, I swear to God. She wouldn't. That's just so horrible. Who could do something like that to their own kid and for so long? No. There's no way. Y'all are barking up the wrong tree. It seems far-fetched, and it's definitely rare. But I don't think we can rule it out. The door to the clinic felt like it had the same draw as the carving in the mines. Do you think something's back there? None of those carvings are somewhere in there. I'm certain of it. Okay, that'd be really weird. If we find it, do you think you'd get another vision? I'm just spitballing here, but I wonder if what that carving showed you last night is related to the ditchlings. You're not suggesting we go poking around in there, are you? Of course I am. Maybe tomorrow. I am not breaking into Dr. Kelly's clinic based on a bad vibe Mavis got. Did either of you get the impression that Dr. Kelly is afraid of Reese? I could have sworn I saw a genuine fear in her eyes for a second there. Are you sure she wasn't being overprotective? I'm sure that's all that's going on. She has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of food and got sick immediately. I can't imagine what that's like for both of them to go through. If anyone is afraid of anyone in that house, Reese is afraid of his mom. I think you're both reading into things too much. Dr. Kelly is good people. Look, I'm just saying, maybe there's more to their dynamic than just him being sick, but it's not like there's much we can do about it right now. We could probably go back and forth on this for a while. Let's grab Gretchen and get going. The sun is setting and we wouldn't want to miss a second of ghost action. Stella hurries off down the hill, almost as if to run away from what just happened. You and Kanika follow her down the slowly darkening street. Yeah, that was... Dude, this... Oh my god. Oh my god. And they're warning me to get away from there? Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint building in a small town now stands as an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you with menace. Maybe Stella is right. Maybe ghosts aren't real and the rest of tonight is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. Jesus, you can see them like, oh my god. Mystical. But you know that's not the case. There's something old and powerful in there. And you can feel it stir as the sun sets and daylight fades away. Before you enter, a pair of figures in a nearby bush catch your eye. You can't help but feel that with every passing day, the ditchlings grow bolder. Yeah, you can see them. Ooh, everything's different now. Just as its exterior was intimidating in the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark, its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in this place with them as they left. Hey, Oscar, are you back yet? Shh! You can't yell at them. Sorry. Sorry. Shh! You can't yell in the library. It's against the rules. It's after hours. Rules only apply before 5 p.m. Now it's our domain. Hey, you're here sooner than I expected. Hope dinner went okay? Yeah, it went okay. Reese wasn't filling up for a longer hangout, unfortunately. I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay. Just means we have more time to hunt ghosts. I've come fully loaded, got my EMF reader, temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video camera, salt, flashlights for everybody in case the ghost messes with the electricity, parabolic microphone, sharpies, and paper for automatic writing, matches, and candles for rituals. Oh, and a Ouija board. I know they're toys, but you never know why it might come in handy. Wow. This is a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that was so last minute. Do you just have this stuff ready to go in a bug out bag or something? Of course I do. What was that? I actually stashed a couple bags here overnight after I got back from the mines. Excuse me? Wait. Excuse me? I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. This way we can go in light and pop out to grab more stuff once things start getting spooky. I may never have found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's not lack for trying. That's not for lack of trying. And after last night, I'm more than ready to try again. Hey, hope I'm not too late. Have I missed any creepy paranormal stuff? Hey, Avery, glad you can make it. The more pairs of hands we have, the more equipment we can carry. Sure thing. Always happy to offer a hand or two. Glad there'd be someone else with a level head in there tonight. Whoa, is that an EMF reader? I've never seen one in person. Look at all this stuff. Spirit box, parabolic microphone. Y'all really covered all your bases. Maybe I spoke too soon. You know me, Kanika. I'm as level-headed as they come. I'm just not ready to rule out weird paranormal stuff. When people tell me they saw a ghost, who am I to say they didn't? I mean, y'all apparently saw some really unexplainable stuff on Monday, and that mine only collapsing again after 100 years while y'all were there. I'm just saying, anything seems possible right now. I'm gonna say it. I've got a bad feeling about this. There were ditchlings in the bushes outside. Who knows how many more are lurking around here? Are those the monsters you saw in the woods? Just once I'd like to actually see some of this stuff myself. Trust me, you don't. If Sybil's right, we're only going to see more of them as time goes on. We can't let them get in the way of things. Everybody's getting uncomfortable about this ghost hunt. There's something back there. I can feel it. Really? This is so exciting. I can't wait to finally see a ghost. Yeah, exciting's a word. As someone here for the... man, water. Chug chug. As someone here for the thrill of being terrified, it's the word. It's the word I'm here for. We'll see how you two feel about that once things get started. Yo, don't rush off ghost busting without Zane. No way I was gonna forget your promise, Stella. What? So we got another new person, and that's the first time I ever made him at all. Zane, glad you could make it. I was confronted with my own mortality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. Now let's go oh, zoinks! Let's go mess with some ghosts. I'm having way too much fun with this game.
I hope my house is big enough for 6 ghost hunters at once. If this is everyone, we can go ahead and
That's everyone. Wait, what about Tabby? What about her? She's not here. Let's get started. I guess she can catch up to us once she gets here.
Well, if you all are itching to get started, it's through the back. Follow me.
You and your companions grab some equipment from one of Stella's carefully stashed bug-out bags before heading towards the junction connecting Oscar's house and the library. Looks like the sun has almost set. Oh wait, I have a burp. Oh my god, this is such a bad time of reading. I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. I want to finish this.
Looks like the sun has almost set. This is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect.
Hey! You didn't think you'd be doing this without me, did you?
Rosalita, I thought you were at Alexis' place.
Sorry, Mr. Gutierrez. She's really convincing. Oh, hi, Zane. What's up?
Yo!
You don't have to leave me out of stuff like this anymore, Dad. I'm not some fragile thing that needs protecting. I can handle seeing ghosts or whatever it is that's keeping us out of our house. I really don't think you want to see what's in there, Rosalina. I don't know if you'd ever be able to feel safe in our house again if you knew it was there. I mean, Zane's coming. It's not like tonight is an adults-only event. He's got a good point, Mr. G. Yeah, I don't want to be coddled just because you're scared. Lexus and I can handle this. Yeah, we can totally handle this.
Okay, I'm sorry, Rosa. Just let me know if it gets to be too much and you want to leave, okay?
Thanks, Dad. Now let's get our house back. Hey, that's what's up. You all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls, and stacks of books sit comfortably on wooden furniture. Mystical. And there's that feeling again. Like the mines, like the door to the clinic. A dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling. Something is in this house. Though whether it's a ghost or something worse, you aren't sure.
Okay, looks pretty normal for now. I don't remember that picture being on the floor, but that could be non-supernatural.
None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. But I'll set up a camera in case it falls again. Could be important evidence.
Sorry. You might want to save your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghost manifest. It's just down the hall.
Oscar and Kanika startle as the door swings open. Hold it! You're not taking my cousin along on any more of your little hijinks without me. Yo! And I got an achievement. The gang's all here. Ooh. Tabby! I can't believe you had the audacity to give me the slip earlier today, Mavis. After I explicitly asked you not to. At least you did me the courtesy of letting me know exactly where you'd be tonight, so I didn't have to waste my time looking for you. Great, she made it. Wow, Mavis, you really brought the whole gang together to get today. I have every right to be here, Kanika. My family built this place, you know. Yeah, I know. We all know. Mavis, what made you think inviting her was a good idea? She's my cousin. She's my cousin. Yeah, we're trying to bond. Deal with it. You don't see me inviting Miles to stuff all the time. Just because you're family doesn't mean y'all need to be friends. A lot has changed since high school. Maybe you two could be friends if you tried. Tabitha and Kanika eye each other suspiciously. The mutual disgust in their eyes tell you that Stella is not correct. But maybe for now you can ghost hunt on the opposite sides of the room. Sounds like we're in for an interesting night. I'm glad I didn't stay in the same town with the people I went to high school with. No wonder small towns have so much drama. I wonder if a ghost will even show up with this many people around. Wait. Is it just me or does it suddenly feel colder? It sure does. I definitely feel that. Same. I've got chills. The temperature gun says it's actually a couple of degrees colder. But that's normal. Rooms and hallways are sometimes colder than other parts of the house. Whoa, a genuine cold spot. I gotta snap a pic for posterity. Is that it? This isn't very scary. Wait, Rosalina, if the ghost mostly manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? I've only seen the stain. What? Dad made me switch rooms with him way before he moved out. I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I spent most of my nights on the couch before we set up shop in the library. Even if there is something back there, I'm not scared of it. I'm mad at it. Y'all are so brave. I'd be terrified sleeping somewhere that might have a ghost. Alright, gang. I think we'll cover more ground if we split up and search for clues. Sure, me and my cousin can search the least dangerous room, like a bathroom or a closet. No, absolutely not. I think we all know how that would go. Yeah, that's definitely a no-go. If we discover a ghost here, I want us all to discover it together. That's not exactly the angle I was going for, but okay. Yo, once we find the ghost, how are we going to get rid of it? Like, how does one bust such a thing? Well, my ghost hunting kit has symbols for every major religion, sorted holy books, a bunch of salt, and some jars for ectoplasm. And if worst comes to worst, we can always use the Ouija board to politely ask it to leave. Aren't Ouija boards super cursed? Are you sure that wouldn't make it mad or invite a demon into the house or something? Ouija boards are toys. The only power they have is scaring kids at slumber parties. That sounds like fun to me. We might as well try it, right? What's the worst that could happen? We make the ghost mad and it gives us more evidence. Sounds like a win-win. I think I'd rather not take the chance. One ghost is enough to deal with. I don't like much the thought of opening a door for something worse. Wow, you've never been this superstitious, Dad. This ghost really has you freaked out. Okay. Oscar takes a deep breath before continuing. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. Ooh, that's a bloodstain, dude. Whoa. This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. Yeesh. That's gotta be tough to scrub out. Doesn't the county own this house? Do they know about the damaged carpet? Have you seen your house? I don't see how that's relevant. Weird, I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on the EMF either. Then your equipment is wrong. The stain is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count and it just keeps coming back. It's just a stain, Dad. Can we just cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping in here. Maybe we have to scrub it out first. Could be that paranormal stuff will activate if we give it a reason to. Oh, that's Avery talking. My bad. Oh, good idea. I've never heard of a bleach-activated ghost before. You don't use bleach to clean a carpet, Tabitha. Whatever. How was I supposed to know that? Not everybody gets to learn how to clean things. If y'all are offering free carpet cleaning, be my guest. It's trying to send a message. Huh? You might be onto something, Mavis. I wonder if the blood spells something out on the floor underneath. Have you tried tearing up the carpet? In a house owned by the government? Nope. I'm not messing with their carpets. I'd rather scrub ghost blood out of the carpet every day than have the government take me to court for destroying their property. Don't worry, I'm sure they'll just take you to court for neglect instead. Did it not occur to you that there could be a leaky pipe under the floor? I hate to agree with Tabitha on anything, but some kind of structural damage does seem likely. Tearing up the carpet doesn't seem like such a bad idea. Only one way to be sure. Stella excitedly starts tugging at the corner of the carpet. Oh dear. You're doing the government a favor, really. We'll cover for you. You don't have to sweat it. Yo, there's a fucking trapdoor! Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch. The floor around it stained in reddish brown. Keen eye. There's a broken seal around its edges. Whoever carpeted over this hatch didn't want anything going down there. What if there isn't a ghost after all? What if somebody lives down there? Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep in here. There's a broken seal around its edges. Someone doesn't want us down there. Yeah, but how long ago was it sealed up? Whoever did this has got to be long gone, right?
There's no basement in this house. At least we weren't told about the basement.
And look, all the rest of it's coming from underneath. Oh yeah, this is super haunted, alright. You got a basement chock full of ghosts. I can just feel it. Still no readings, though. None of the equipment has made a sound. Of course not. Y'all know last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped foot in the basement or crawl space or whatever it is underneath that hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. The water dissolved the caulk around the edge and leaked through to the carpet. It's red because North Carolina has red-ass dirt. That's true. It's as simple as that. It's not mud. It's blood. Human blood. I tested it. Oh, wait. My bad.
It's not mud. It's blood. Human blood. I tested it.
Tabitha and Kanika. Well, you tested it wrong. Tabitha and Kanika look at each other like, it can't be blood, right? Kanika's right. You got a muddy floor. And that's why it's so cold in here, too. There's wet dirt under the house. Congratulations. We solved your ghost problem. No way. There's an old hatch in the floor that someone tried to seal up. We're not leaving until we know what's down there. I'm with Stella. This is my room. I need to know what's down there. Have you considered that they may have tried sealing it up because it's unsafe? The dog looks more scared than everybody else in here. Uh-oh.
Do you think flooding could have made the house unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl into another dangerous crevice.
I'm going for it. Oh! Holy shit, that was loud. Holy fuck, that was loud. I jumped. Excuse me. You come to in Oscar's living room. You can't tell what time it is, and your friends are nowhere in sight. At least, physically, this is Oscar's living room. Spiritually and mentally, you've been ripped away to some other place. The building feels colder, and there's something about the air that feels wrong. It's stale, with an undercurrent of mold and earth. It makes you feel claustrophobic, as though you're in a coffin, each breath depleting what little oxygen is left. How did we end up back here? Where is everyone? Did we pass out again? Was there a gas leak in the basement or something? Is fainting some kind of weird family thing? Is there a genetic condition I need to be worried about? Not that I'm aware of. Nothing like this has happened before you got to town. Who knows what sort of nastiness was festering in that basement? Your cousin marches to the front door and opens it. Why? Why does it look like Oscar's house is in front of us? Didn't we just leave? I must be just misremembering things. Let's go. What if the others are passed out in Oscar's house or somewhere deeper into the library? Then going back for them won't do them any good. If they're not outside or in the library, we'll call the cops and let them take care of it. We don't want to wind up passing out again. We're of no use to anyone like that. The two of you cross the hallway and open the door. What the hell? Something isn't right. It feels like a late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet, and the scent of flowers drift on the breeze. This... Tabitha? Please tell me I'm not the only one seeing that scratchy shadow in the distance. You're not. What the hell is that thing? Am I having a stroke? Are you having a stroke? Are we both having the same stroke at the same time? Do you see that creature behind the thorns? That's one of the bad omen Scarlet I found in the woods. Ew. You reach forward and pinch your cousin. Ow, hey, what was that for? You suddenly remember you're supposed to pinch yourself to see if you're dreaming. Tabitha glares at you. There's gotta be an exit somewhere. We just have to look. Wait, do you hear music? Oh! Oh my god. Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in a shadow rises to attention. Stella? Who are you? What are you doing on my property? Huh? Holy shit. Stella, you scared me. Yeah, cut it out. Did you say Eddie? No one's called me that in a long time. It's Edwardine now. I'm not a child anymore. Edwardine? Eddie? You got to be kidding me. This isn't Stella. This is the lover. What are you talking about? Look, I'm just telling what I know. And what I know that this isn't Stella right now. This is the lover. Okay, fine. I'm just going to pretend that you didn't say anything then. I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone. And you absolutely shouldn't have shown up here, of all places. If you're caught, I don't think you'd understand what father might do. Come with me, Eddie. Haven't you always wanted to see the coast? Now's your chance. We can just leave. Yeah, you two rehearsed this. Keen eye. A flash of pain in Stella's eyes tell you that she's keenly aware of everything that's happening right now. She is in agony. I can't. It's not that easy for me. My brothers were sent to the Western Front, and now I'm the only Scarlet left besides father. I have responsibilities, Charlie. Shut up. Shut up! Screw your family. Screw my family. Why are we letting the choices made by our fathers destroy our lives too? Tabitha stares at you, speechless. I'm trying to save Stella because she's fucked up right now. You should just get out of town while you still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it. You're right. What I came back for isn't worth it, but you are. I won't leave the Harlow without you. If you change your mind, I'll be around. She's gone, along with the shadow in the corner of the room. Come on, we must have taken the wrong door out of the annex. We're getting out of here before anything else happens. We have to go after Stella. Absolutely not. We're not being drawn deeper into this weird garden, greenhouse, whatever it is. She yanks your arm, pulling you back the way you came. Where did the annex go? Let's turn back. Yeah, maybe we just got turned around. Holy shit. Oh no. The two of you turn around only to be met with the same door. Where's the annex? Where are we? Don't you get it? This is the annex. Bullshit. This is all bullshit. She storms up to the door, throwing it open. The bells ring as a cacophony rages outside. The door in front of you pulsates as figures unseen bang against it. The shaded figure from the garden sits in the corner, ever so slightly more defined. Holy shit. Are you kidding me? This is messed up. We need help. God, please let this call go through. Tabitha anxiously taps her foot as she waits for her phone to connect. Hey, it's... What? No, it's Tabitha. Didn't you see the caller ID? Stop interrupting me. Can't you hear what I'm... Your cousin is cut off by the dial tone of a disconnected call. Great. She couldn't hear a word I said. Looks like we're on our own. Whoa! Junior, pack your things quickly. Hurry. Jesus. Rosalina, you scared the shit out of me. Maybe we should run him out on a rail too. Make an example of the whole family. Mama, what's going on? Am I going to have to deal with you doing this all night? Please, he's only a child.
We'll leave peacefully, just give us a little time.
There were only children too.
My boy was in there. Why should I give Junior here all the time in the world to gather his little toys and fancy clothes? My boy didn't have that kind of luxury.
Oh. I see. The collapse, Junior leaving, Charlie returning, and starting to come together. Great, mystery solved. You can let us go now, Ghost. Don't listen to him, Charlie. Just keep packing.
Looks like the others are on the way. Better hurry, boy, or you and your little dolls here might get burned up. And as for you, lady, what makes you think we're gonna keep keeping any of those valuables you're packing in that fine suitcase of yours?
I could pick two of them. This is despicable. Charles Shaw wasn't even responsible for the collapse in the first place. Excuse me? Even if that were true, stuff that happened a century ago is irrelevant. You and I had nothing to do with it. You turn your focus back to the scene in front of you.
Trust me, boy. The coppers aren't coming here tonight.
I'm sorry. I'm like trying to grasp the character. And my throat's hurting. Alright, back into it. Water.
Trust me, boy. The coppers aren't coming here tonight. What makes you think you can talk to an adult like that? Maybe they should have had you working in the mines, too, instead of lazying around in this big house. Maybe you should have learned a thing or two about respecting your elders.
Don't talk to my son like that.
Don't talk to me like that, woman. I call the shots. Now get out. Unless you want to go up in flames with all your precious jewels and expensive dresses. You're lucky I'm even letting you leave.
But I don't want to go. I haven't packed all my puppets. I haven't said goodbye to Eddie. I don't want to leave. It's okay, Charlie. You can make new ones even better than these.
It's good for him. Shouldn't even be playing with dolls anyway. Now you're gonna have to earn your keep just like the rest of us, boy. No more big inheritance for you.
The mother and the mob are whisked away, leaving you and Tabitha in the empty room. As they depart, the front door stops pounding and opens into a beckoning white void. There's another one of those creatures and one right there. I didn't see them. Ooh, there's one right there. We're in hell. We both died and we're in hell. Who'd you call on the phone earlier? A friend of the family. Not that it matters though. The call didn't go through, so we're on our own. Are we supposed to be Charlie? Is Charlie the ghost? Your guess is as good as mine. There's so many ditchlings in here. Yeah, there are. Those things are horrible. No wonder you were such a mess when you came back on Monday. Okay, let's put our heads together. What do we know? We know that we can't leave, and we know that we're not possessed, at least as far as we can tell. And whatever we saw in this room at least happened right after the Shaw mine collapsed in 1918. I think the only option on the table for us right now is to keep doing what it wants us to do. Maybe it'll stop at some point, or maybe we'll figure out a way to escape. You're right. There's only one way to get to the end of this. Shall we? Yeah, let's get this over with. You and Tabitha walk up to where the pounding door used to stand and step into the void. That is just outdoorishly creepy. And there's more of the ditchlings. You're outside, and it's night. A false moon looming massive in the painted sky. The night feels thick and warm. The insects lively, their calls unnaturally tiny. Everything feels warped and wrong. Is it tinny? That's not how you spell tiny. It feels warped and wrong, like you're listening to a record fish from the bottom of a pond. Ugh. What magic words do we have to say to get you to let us go? We're sorry, okay? Whatever our family did to piss you off so much, we're sorry. You poor dear. I've been keeping track of you. Scuttling around town like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Miss Edwardine, haven't you? Ooh. This one's the witch. Spooky. This ghost really has a flair for the dramatic, doesn't it? And it's right there. There's no need to be embarrassed. Your secret's safe. Your secret is safe with me.
You know,
I never did approve of what the Scarlets did to your family. And what it did to the two of you youngins. Childhood sweethearts. Just think how lovely it would be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it? It looks like there's more to this haunting other than the collapse. I don't think I want to know so much about some fling my great-grandmother had. This is definitely too much information. And it really has nothing to do with me. I'm sure you realize the young lady doesn't plan on leaving with you, but it's not for lack of desire as well, you know. It's Enoch. Even if you dragged her over the town limits, his hold over her would make sure neither of you were ever happy again. Just think of what happened to your poor mother and father.
Do you want that to be the two of you?
I'll go for mystical. We would never be like them. We love each other. My mother just loved his money. As soon as it was gone, so was she. And then all he loved was booze. Me and Eddie aren't like that. Tabitha stares ahead in riveted silence. The powers at work here are stronger than even your love could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding her here. Then you can both go free. No more misfortune.
Not for you.
Not for anyone else bold enough to step
Outside the holler.
The witch mimes handing you something, though her hand is empty. Everything you need to know is on that map. I don't understand. Is this a map? And some kind of poem? And that's where you'll find them. You need her there. Then read what I've written down and be careful. Good luck to the both of you. I hope you get your happiness. And then she's gone. Tabitha sighs. Okay, let's find the way out. Unless you have any ideas, I don't think there's anything else we can do until we get to the end or until we die. Whichever. Before the two of you can leave, a smell hits you. Sweating. Suffocated flesh. With a tinge of saccharine and stomach-churning scent of decay. My dude. There you are. I would have found you sooner, but the resident clearly doesn't want me here. He just crushed that thing like it was nothing. It doesn't seem to have the same issue with these miserable little parasites. Bottom feeders always manage to slip through the cracks, don't they? Talk. Hey, Wayne, you want to figure this out with us? Don't talk to it. Let Mavis speak. I'm no enemy. Don't listen to it either. What an unfortunate situation you've been dragged into, Mavis. Why can't you do as I ask and stay out of trouble? But that girl won't let you, will she? Stella, is that her name? Perhaps I should pay her a visit soon, if she makes it out alive. Tabitha bolts for the underbrush, desperately pulling you along. Jesus Christ. Stella. Tell me now. Did you kill Sam Wayne? Absolutely not. I'm telling you the truth. Please stop asking. If you see that thing again, just ignore it, or better yet, run away. Now come on. If it got in here, there must be a way out. Oh, fuck, Oscar. The two of you step out from the brush and into a long wooden corridor lined by bottles and rails. A figure rises to attention, blocking your way.
Matrix.
Hold on. Sorry. I'm afraid he doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, I'd say it now. As the caretaker is swept away, the room pulls itself to you and you find yourself looming over a deathbed. The father lies in its center, looking pitifully small.
I'm sorry, boy. I'm sorry I let my troubles drive your mama away. I'm sorry for those troubles mean. And sorry those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone now.
You're getting what you deserve. Alright, you're definitely channeling Charles Shaw Jr., which must be who the ghost is. It's the only thing that makes sense.
Damn it, Junior! How many times do I have to tell you? I tried to stop it from happening. But the damn snake Enoch went behind my back.
Oh, what bullshit! Not for that. What you did to our family. We could have just started over someplace new, but instead you became the son of a bitch the Scarlets made you out to be. This Charles Jr. makes a good point. You're right. I've been using that excuse for way too many years. At a certain point, a man has to accept when he's dug his own grave. They may have run me out, but they didn't put me at the bottom of my hand. Still. They destroyed our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with that history. I'll be dead and gone soon, but I won't be able to rest. Not until our name is cleared. Not until you can pass on this name with pride. This is my only request, Charlie. Go back there. Tell people the truth. Try to find proof. I don't know what you'll have to do, but please. I know I ain't been the best father, but I'm no murderer. I see what I can do. Get some sleep. I'll see you in the morning. Damn it, boy, I may not have till morning. Promise me. Promise you'll go back and at least show that Enoch bastard what for. I promise. I'll go back. Oof! You watch as the father's body seizes and falls through the sheets, taking the rattling pile of bottles with him. This ghost is so full of it. Your cousin steps forward and disappears through the hole left in the bed, leaving you to follow. You got no choice but to follow her. Jesus, man. You find yourself uncomfortably against a trellis. A small castle sits off to one side of the wall, and the walls of the prison loom over both all of it and all of you. Climbing the trellis again? How very... Oh yeah, wow. Oh, that's Zane? Oops, sorry. Okay. How would it sound like? Climbing the trellis again? Our very Romeo and Juliet of you. No need to run off. I won't tell the old man. Though you've gotten sleepy, you should try to be more careful. You don't want him putting you in an early grave. Who are you? Are you one of Eddie's brothers? I thought they were dead. No, not one of her brothers. I'm a prisoner. Another victim of the Scarlet's lies, like you, Charles Shaw. I'm not him. A mere generation makes no difference. His blood runs in your veins, does it not? and now it runs in hers. Yes. It seems your little trust bore fruit, and no, will you ever be in trouble when the old man finds out. Tabitha's eyes go wide. How do you know that? Who are you? Shh. Let it talk. I think this might be important. You know you don't have to keep dangling there. Come inside. You'll be able to hear me through the door just fine. The world around you swirls, and you and Tabitha find yourselves pulled to the other side of the wall. A door bound by countless locks and chains pulsates before you. There are so many locks. I can't free you if that's what you're after. Stop talking. Oh, my bad. Switching. Stop talking. We'll miss something. That's not what I invited you in for. I couldn't escape even with your help. I merely wanted to offer a warning. Leave town now. Absolutely not. I'm not leaving without her. Especially if what you say is true. This guy has nobody but to blame but himself. You hear that, Ghost? You were given every warning. You could have just left. You can't take her with you. It's not possible. You can always stay and die, but if I were you, I would use my healthy legs and run as far away from Scarlet Hollow as possible. I hear the beaches are nice. Why don't you take a permanent vacation there? You're wrong. I know it's possible. I have that weird map. I have the spell or whatever it is. Me and her are gonna get out of here. Ah, you've been talking to the witch then. How very interesting.
Charlie, get away from the door.
Don't listen to it. Stella! Eddie, are you pregnant? How does it know that? This is too much. I just want to go home. Do you feel sick? I feel sick. Can we talk now? What do you know about this place? I mean, this is almost certainly the estate, and whatever we just saw probably happened in the Forbidden Wings, just based off the location of the windows. That half of the house has been off limits for a decade. I don't know what we just saw, okay? And I know what it sounded like here, but Charlie isn't related to us. I know that much, I think. Come on, the quicker we get through this, the quicker we'll be out of this ghost place. Hopefully. You and Tabitha walk after Stella into the darkness. Holy shit. You and your cousin find yourselves crouched under a large table. The lover stares through you as indecipherable murmurs and shuffling feet echo from the ends of the table. Ugh. I don't know how, but this feels so much worse than the last room. They are so lovely. Are you sure I can keep warm? You must have worked very hard on them. Of course. It's a present. When you look at it, you can remember all the fun we've had. So now you and Stella are doing... Oh, I gotta do baby voices now. But of course, can have one. Nah, that's not gonna work. But of course. Don't expect me to let you live this down if we get out of here. I'll try to keep it away from my brothers so they don't smash it. Though I wish I could make it move like you can. And you can even do the voices. You know, you could probably make real money if you put on a show for people. Ah. Oh, so that's why everyone's been moving so weirdly like they've been possessed, right? He's got a thing with puppets. He sure does. A traveling show? And you want me there too? Oh, how could we go, could we go to the towns along the beach? I've heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful place in the world. Of course. We can go anywhere you want. Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the ocean. Keen eye. You can see the tiniest shimmer of tears in Tabitha's eyes. She blinks, and they're gone. There. Are you done now, Charlie? Can we leave? Everything crashes to a thunderous black before you or Tabitha can get in another word. Holy fuck! A single spotlight remains, illuminating a trapdoor in the center of the stage. You feel drawn to it. The trapdoor. Are we back in Rosalina's room? We must be. Which one of us is going to open it? I'm opening it. You carefully step towards the trapdoor. It creaks open all on its own. Oh God, this is so much more. This is so. Rewinding. Oh God, this is so much worse than opening it ourselves. Oh fuck! You and Tabitha are shoved from behind and tumble through the hatch. Oh no, another symbol. It took some digging, but it's there. The map was right. That means there's hope, Eddie. Whatever it is that Enoch did, we can undo it. We can be happy together. Damn. Eddie. Oh, fuck. Oh God, I'm actually going to be sick this time. Your cousin violently heaves into the void, but nothing comes up. There's nothing here. This place is completely empty. Did you see the tear running down her cheek at the end? She was conflicted. I didn't, but that's a good point. The whole thing isn't very fair, you know. We only saw one side of the story. Isn't only one side of the story what the Scarlets have been giving since 1918? Shut up. Oh, fuck. What now? Do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes? Their names are back to normal. They must not be in character anymore. Maybe it's getting weaker. You must answer for the crimes committed by your scarlet blood. Or maybe it's getting stronger. I hate it here. I hate it here so much. Until you do, I cannot die. I want to die, please. I've been alone in the dark for so long. All I ask is for some of your years. To pay for the years that were taken from me. What are you saying? My life was stolen from me. I want some of yours. It's only fair. No, it is absolutely not fair. You've got to be kidding me. Neither of us had anything to do with what happened to you. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. One of you must forfeit. It doesn't matter which. Bullshit! You can't actually make either of us do anything, can you? I can keep you here, and I can do whatever I want with them. You can refuse, but if you do, then I will stay. I will stay until I get what I'm owed. I don't understand. You will live a shorter life, and I will finally be satisfied. I will have justice. I will finally die. I will leave this house at last. How much shorter would my life be? You aren't seriously entertaining this thing, are you? That isn't for you to know. Just as it wasn't for me to know. One day, sooner than you'd like, you will die. The sentence has been handed down. Make your choice. I hope I didn't come too late. Mom? All of you had better get out of here before the spirit regains its composure. This is certainly a strong one, isn't it? Don't worry about the others. They're safe. I got your call, Tabitha, but it was definitely not easy getting down here. Get us out of this pit, Sybil. Tabitha, I don't think it's wise to leave something like this where anyone could stumble across it. Why is that our problem? It wants something, doesn't it? And I think you know which of you should volunteer. You must be joking. You're the eldest cousin. You're the one who's actually lived in this town. It's only right. Absolutely not. We should just leave. I'm not giving in to the demands of some dead guy. I'm not leaving before I put this thing to rest. As you move forward, you feel Tabitha's hand on your shoulder. Mavis, what are you doing? Where are Oscar and Rosalina going to live if I don't do this? Is that what you're worried about? Good God, don't give up years of your life just for somebody's rental. I own properties. I can let them rent from me. I'll even throw in a discount. What if someone walks into the annex and gets stuck in this labyrinth of impossible rooms? Then we'll close up the library. It might just go away on its own. Who knows? Why give up something like years of your life to some ghost who might not even be telling the truth? We can't just leave the ghost here. It's irresponsible. Sybil is right here. Sybil is right here. Please don't do this. You wordlessly step into the spotlight. Oh, fuck. I stepped into it. Did I just die? Oops. For the first time, what feels like hours. The earth around you feels solid, real, but also soft. You feel it pressing in on all sides, cold and growing tighter by the second as the soil settles. Your arms tear at the earth until they break through into the air. As you gasp for breath, you take a look into the pit behind you. Charlie's mummified remains stare up at you, sad and broken at the bottom of the pit. You're only able to maintain your gaze for a moment before exhaustion overwhelms you. With the last of your strength, you hoist yourself from the pit and collapse on the floor. You feel like death. No, Mavis, what happened to you? You look awful. It's done, Tabitha. If you have any regrets, keep them to yourself. You try and think of words to say, but you're still delirious from what happened. And you struggle to form coherent thoughts. I think I skipped something. Come along, Mavis. Let's get you home. You quietly walk towards the stairs. Tabitha rushes to your side to give you a shoulder to lean on as you walk. You're outside. Oh my god, it's red around the corners. Am I dying? The cool breeze chills you deeper than it should, and you realize just how drained you feel. Your legs are heavier, harder to lift as you make your way down the steps of the library. Your lungs wheezing as if you run a marathon. I should have saved before I made the choice. You can almost feel how pale your face has become, your lips dry and thin. Your hands almost trembling with the effort of raising them to your face as you trace the new lines and furrows that have formed there. I'm gonna wait by the car. Just let me know when you're ready to go home. Your cousin walks off before you get the chance to respond. I'm gonna peace out too. Back-to-back encounters with my own mortality. I've got a lot to ponder. See you, Rosalina. See you, Alexis. Zane walks off down the road. I'm so sorry I wasn't there for you earlier in the night. I had no idea what y'all were planning to do. How are we supposed to know it would be like that? Things have been strange around town, sweetie. Now's not the time to be poking around in the supernatural. I thought you learned that lesson yesterday. But magic isn't real. I mean, it's not supposed to be. God, that hurt. Everything is so... Kanika stops mid-sentence as she realizes what's happening to you. Oh my god, Mavis, you poor thing. My bones weren't meant to bend like that. I'm going to be hurting for a few days at least. Mavis, did you? This house is clean.
I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. And I'm so sorry. I don't know how I can possibly make this up to you.
Does that really happen then? That ghost really took away years of your life. I'm afraid so. Everything in this world has a price, and those years are unfortunately what it took to put that spirit to rest. I can't believe Tabitha let you do that. It's outrageous. If anyone should have paid a price to put that ghost to rest, it should have been her. You don't even live here. You're barely even a Scarlet. It's just, it's just so unfair. I agree. It is unfair, but I did my best to sway her. And what's done is done. There's no use dwelling on things. Kanika takes a deep breath and sighs.
I can't believe I let Rosalina go in there. How could I have been so careless? After everything she went through in the last day, how could I have let this happen?
Were you all conscious that whole time? Everyone glances at each other. Though none of them technically gave any of their years away, you can see how exhausted they are. How unsettled. Yeah, it was awful. Kind of fun too, but mostly awful. I'm pretty sure we remember everything. At least up until Sybil showed up and snapped us out of it. You couldn't have known what was going to happen, Oscar. None of us could have known. Don't blame yourself.
I've seen it before. I should have known it could get worse. I shouldn't have let Rosalina come with us.
Dad, what did I tell you? Stop blaming yourself. You couldn't have stopped me. If you tried, we were just going to sneak in after you. Yeah, Rosalina was going to make us go in there no matter what. You didn't put a ghost in our house. This is not on you. I know you both have had a difficult time with this, but the storm has passed. Things will start getting better from here. Is Stella okay? I was wondering the same thing. We just saw a ghost, and she's just standing off by herself. It'd be a normal reaction from anyone who had just seen a ghost, but this is Stella we're talking about. I'm going to go check in with her. You walk over to Stella. Oh, hey, Mavis. You okay? I'm so sorry, Mavis. I don't think I can talk right now. I'll call you, okay? She hurries off down the road. Damn. I think she took the brunt of the things in there. No wonder she's having a hard time right now. Should we go after her? And nobody here should be rushing after anyone right now. That goes doubly for you, Kanika. We don't want that cold of yours to get any worse. You better not get any ideas either, Mavis. You need time to recover. There was another carving in there. I wonder if those things are tied to everything supernatural that's been happening. Yeah, I wonder. One is a coincidence, but two of them on back-to-back nights? And if you're right, and there's another one in the clinic. I'm sorry, I'm a little lost. Have you been finding carvings around town? This is news to me too. I'm sure everyone here could stand around theorizing about this and that all night long. There'll be plenty of time for that tomorrow. I ran into Wayne in one of those rooms, and he vaguely threatened Stella if I kept poking around. Wait, are you serious? Should we be worried about her? He also crushed a ditchling with his bare hands. It was pretty scary. That's just another reason we should keep our distance. Stella's smart. Hopefully she'll be okay. There was someone else in there? But that's my house. Rosalina and I live there. Did he say anything to you? We don't need to trouble Mavis for any details. No one pay any mind to that man. He's just a drifter. He'll be gone soon enough. In the meantime, steer clear and he won't make any trouble. Do any of you know who you were supposed to be? No idea. The words just came out. There was no context. Nothing. But there was a weird feeling. Like an overwhelming guilt. I was so angry. I was mostly just scared. I didn't feel any of those things. I don't know how to describe it. I felt powerful. I was just cold. What was it like being puppeted? They all glance away. It hurt. Why didn't I make the kids stay behind? I can't believe I let that happen to them. Dad, this might be overwhelming pain and exhaustion talking, but shut up. I love you. You didn't do anything wrong, okay? I had no idea what I was going to say until those words were already spilling out. It was like I had no control over myself. I remember each and everything I said. It was like it was burned into my memory. You poor souls. I can't imagine what you all have been through. We should probably get going. It's starting to get chilly out, and there's still work to do to get Rosalina set up for the night. Don't be a stranger, and let us know if you need anything, Oscar. I will. Thank you. All of you. Again. I believe it's time for me to get my daughter home as well. But, Kanika, dear, you haven't been feeling well. You need to get some rest. Okay. Kanika rarely treks back to the general store. Before I go, Sybil places a hand on your arm, holding you back for a moment. I'm sure you have questions after everything you saw tonight and about what's happened to you. But let's not get into it here. I think everyone can use a little rest and relaxation right now, yourself included. If you swing by the tea room tomorrow, say early afternoon, you and I can have a little chat. I'll see you then, Mavis. Sybil leaves you and catches up to her daughter. Kenai. You can't help but overhear snippets of their conversation as they leave. My whole body hurts, Mom. What was that? And I want a better answer than a ghost. It was a spirit, dear. I've never been a fan of the word ghost. You'll be alright. Let me get you some of that special tea. It's been working well, don't you think? I think ibuprofen would be better, but I gotta admit, the tea has been nice. I'll put the kettle on as soon as we get home. I guess it's just the two of us now. So you have no idea who you were. I could roughly place most of the others. None whatsoever, but I remember everything I said. And I remember that cold feeling. A prisoner of the Scarlet. I wonder what your family was up to back then. I guess we can add it to the ever-growing pile of mysteries. What do you remember? As far as I know, all of it. I might start forgetting soon, but for now it's all fresh. The twisting wasn't the most pleasant, but even though I feel like I got tossed in a blender, it honestly made me feel so alive. So, you don't regret coming along tonight? I cannot believe you're the one being apologetic right now. These bruises are temporary, you know. Look, that was a horrible experience that will stick with me for the rest of my days. But it was also kind of amazing for that. I don't know if that makes sense, but how many other people can say they were possessed by a ghost? So, how traumatized are you right now? Avery chuckles, then grabs at their ribs, wincing. Honestly, trauma like this is pretty rad, way better than the normal kind. I know tonight was horrific, but it was also thrilling. And knowing we all went through it together, it makes it easier. There are people to commiserate with tomorrow morning when the soreness really starts to set in. Which reminds me, I'd better get back home. I'm supposed to have a shift tomorrow morning. I might have to call in sick, but here's hoping a good night's sleep is enough to heal up. And, I hope you feel better soon. Let me know if there's anything I could do for you. Avery heads off, leaving the square in front of the library empty. Time to wrap things up here. She's still mad. As soon as you get into the car, the exhaustion of the night's events overwhelms you. The ache in your bones becomes a dull throb as your body sinks into the seat, and your eyelids pull shut as if weighted by lead sheets. We're back. Do you need me to carry you inside? Did I dream that I gave up years of my life to get rid of a ghost, or did that actually happen? I think you can answer that question by taking a look in the mirror. You do as Tabitha suggests and look into the passenger seat mirror. Your face looks so much older than the last time you saw it. The cracks and furrows of age line your skin, and streaks of your hair have turned stark white. No regrets. We'll see if you still feel that way in the morning. Now come on, let's get you to bed. You're back inside. The chill of the night breeze is a little better here, but your legs are numb with exhaustion. Well, we're back. I have to imagine you want to get to bed. I want to talk about Wayne. Really talk. Do you really have the energy to keep talking? Do you think he's actually going to hurt Stella? No, he's a creep, but I don't think he has it in him to hurt her. And I don't know if you noticed, but Stella is irritatingly resourceful. She'll be fine. So Wayne's a he now. Back in the ghost realm. He was an it. Ugh. Does it really matter? I was scared in there, and right now I'm so exhausted I can barely think straight. Who cares if Wayne is a he or an it anyways? Either way, he's bad news, and you best steer clear. Talking isn't doing much good for your condition. If you keep going, you might just collapse on the floor. You can barely stand right now. But if you're going to keep bringing this up, and if people are going to talk behind my back, I at least want you to know my side of things. Pearly Ann didn't like it when I dated someone for too long. She'd pressure me to break up with them, and if I pushed back, she'd find a way to handle it herself. If you want to know what went wrong with, if you want to know what went wrong with Wayne, you'd be better off asking her. But she's dead as a doornail. So unless we're stuck dealing with 2 ghosts in 1 week, that's not happening. Case closed. That's really messed up. The woman was desperate for grandchildren, and she never got any. May she rot in hell. Now go to bed. You need rest. You find yourself unable to object. Don't keep poking around looking for trouble. You just have to make it to the funeral. 4 more days. That's all. And then the bus comes. I'd like to stay in touch after all this is done. Maybe. We could do that. It has been kind of lonely, being the only Scarlet in our generation. It would be nice to have someone else in the family. We'll see how things go. Anyway, night. See you tomorrow. Time to go to bed. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly, you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. Before your thoughts can drift away to nightmarish recollections of your past, your phone buzzes on the nightstand. It's Stella. Hey, sorry I ran off earlier. Wound up in a really bad headspace. I care about you so much. So sorry you got hurt in there. Just need some time to get a handle on things. Sorry. You call Stella but go straight to voicemail. Take all the time you need. You put your phone back on the nightstand. It's Wednesday night. Nearly half a week has passed since you arrived in town, and a little over half a week remains until the bus comes to take you home. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. has been put to rest at the expense of unknown years of your life. The specter of the night's events will linger over you for every day you have left. A grim reminder of the price you willingly paid for the crimes of a family you never met. Maybe it'll be easier in the morning. Maybe your joints will ache just a little less than they do now. Maybe you can still right the capsized ship of your now broken life. Or maybe things will only get worse from here. This is the end of episode 3. Thank you so much for playing. We hope to have episode 4 released before the end of the year. If you'd like to continue with this world state in episode 4, please save your game now. Oh, so there. Fuck me. Fuck. How many saves? Damn, dude. There's a lot of auto saves, but it auto saved over a lot of shit. Automatic saves. Oh man, I gave up years of my life. What have I done? I hope I did the right thing, because it felt wrong having Tabitha. I felt heroic, but I might just replay that part so I don't have years of my life taken off. You know, it's kind of unfair, but at the same time, like, maybe it's kind of different now that you're like have red blood tinged stains around the corner of your eyes. Maybe things will be different, hopefully. But and that mystic and keen sense traits are fucking cake. Like, it helps reveal a lot more of the story because you have a keen eye for things, and the mystical helps you get in tune with like the spirit world and stuff like that. So that's really, really good. That's really, really good traits to have. That's why I picked those. Awesome. The story is great so far. I really wanted to know what happened with Homeboy, whether he found his father or not. I really wanted to know that, but maybe we'll find out tomorrow. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys want to see more of this content as it continues coming through, I would love to narrate more of this. It was very intriguing for the most part. But please hit like and subscribe for more content. I know you guys have noticed I've started playing Gran Turismo a lot because I'm very into motorsports, if you haven't noticed. I'm also an actor too, which is exciting, this path I've chosen in my life. And I hope you guys continue supporting the channel. I appreciate all the subscribers coming in and stuff like that. And like, I I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it a lot. And I will see you all in the next video. Take care. God bless. Stay safe out there. I know there's a lot of things happening in the world. And I will see you all in the next video. Mavis out.